Your head's not in the game. What is going on with you?
I've been really busy with my after-school job.
And what's that exactly?
Waste disposal. You'd think this would be the hardest part of my life. It isn't.
That went well. I even took some notes.
After-school jobs are a killer. Aim high.
So I'm super excited about Aim High. I love that it's the social series. Was that kind of what attracted you to the project, that it was something new and kind of groundbreaking?
Sort of. I mean, the technological groundbreaking component of the series is exciting, but it begins with quality writing, great actors, and great story. And when I read it, I said, hey, this is of the highest quality. And then I realized, wow, there's a new way to lay this out to the viewer. And just the whole notion of coming out on Facebook and incorporating your pictures and incorporating your music and doing all that is new. It's never been done before, and we're hoping that's a defining characteristic of the show.
Are you a big social media person yourself?
I am, yeah. I'm a fan of the latest and greatest technology. I'm an early adapter. I love everything Apple's up to. I love going and getting
yesterday?
Well, yeah, I mean, even I was excited. A lot of people wanted that iPhone 5. I can't wait to get a 4S. So,
pretty cool.
and I'll still get a 5. So I'm just that weirdo.
Exactly.
When you hate yourself, you're an early adapter. Here I go. Here I am.
Here he goes.
Yeah.
Here he goes. So let's talk about the show, the series. Tell me sort of what Aim High is about, plot-wise.
Well, I mean, it's a story that's very aspirational and a story that I relate to. I'm always interested in stories that are about bigger lives than your own. And effectively, at the end of the day, what you have is you have a kid who goes to high school by day and is a secret operative by night. And that sounds, oh, well, maybe I've seen that before, but Jackson makes it special. And that's the story, and even though he's dodging bullets in the middle of the night, the toughest part of his life is trying to get the girl in high school to notice him, as played by Amy. So that's the engine of the story, and it goes from there, and it's written with a great deal of sharpness and a lot of contemporary cultural references, and Johnny Pemberton's great, so we're hoping it's the voicing that makes it feel original, and indeed the social media component.
Definitely. And you said that it's very relatable. What would you say you related to about this story?
Oh, just sort of being an anonymous face in high school and dreaming of a life bigger than my own. And I just like the idea of the government reaching out to kids these days because they're more fit to be spies, frankly, in a quick-moving, ever-changing social media world. Obviously, kids are much more flexible and much more nimble than, trying to teach an old spy new tricks. Yeah, so
exactly.
we thought that was an interesting character platform, and Jackson nailed it. And Amy's great, and Johnny's great, and you have Clancy in there from Shawshank Redemption, and Greg from Ally McBeal, and it just really ended up bringing a lot of talented people, and I think that's a function of the quality of the writing and the fact that it works as a show. It's a new show, it's a new platform, but at the end of the day, these are characters that you want to spend time with, and it's writing that honors the audience and is very, very intelligent.
Yeah, I actually never thought that young people would be good spies, but now I'm kind of thinking about it.
Think about it.
It might take a cue from this,
Yeah.
seriously. Talk to me about Jackson in particular, because from what I've seen, he really has so many layers as far as his character goes, because, there's that really high school part of him, and then there's his secret life, but he's really funny also throughout the series.
The guy's an unbelievable entertainer. I mean, he's an accomplished musician. He's clearly an accomplished actor. People love him in the Twilight series. But, he's scoring films and he's a writer. He's just a very multi-dimensional performer and talent. And he brought all of that energy and all of that creativity to what he did with the Nick Green character. So Jackson, you see him in that role and you can't imagine anybody else playing it. And he puts you at ease. You're very comfortable watching him as a spy kicking ass. You go, I kind of believe that. And then you watch him as a high school student pining after the girl and you go, I relate to that as well.
Exactly.
And he really feels like the right choice.
Were you a Twihard before, Twilight fan?
Yeah, I mean, I read the books early. I'm friends with Stephanie. I'm a big fan of cultural phenomenon. And just anything that captures the imagination of the world to that degree, I always want to look at it. I look very closely at Harry Potter. I look very closely at Twilight. Everything,
Hunger Games?
A
Check that out.
huge fan, and I can't wait for that picture to come out.
Yeah.
Girl with Dragon Tattoo, all of it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm very excited about things that captivate the imagination of the world, especially things that transcend culture. When it's big in Asia and big in Eastern Europe and Latin America, you really want to say, what is it about that that's so special? And I mean, that goes for Star Wars way back. So it's just always things that are exciting in a global capacity, I find exciting.
And of course, you have Amy Teagarden, huge fan of Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
She's done a lot of other things since then and continues to work. What was it about her that you really wanted her on this project?
She's just sort of lit from within, and she's that girl that you look at and go, wow, my heart belongs to you, long before she ever even says anything. And then she's so intelligent, she's so provocative and interesting and fundamentally beautiful, that she was just the right choice. She honors the show by being a part of it, and she's so accomplished with what she's done in Friday Night Lights. It's excellent to have her on board.
And how would you say working on a web series or a series made for the web is different than anything else that you've done previously? Or is it the
That's so
same
funny
or-
because I get asked that question a lot when you know, we're known for television as
Right.
well as my day job is I'm a feature director. People say, how are you different for television? I say, I'm not different. And then they say, now, how is it different for a website? It's not, to me, it's all quality. It's a search for quality. Is the writing excellent? Is the opportunity to tell the story there? Are the characters great? Are the actors exciting? And then you say, well, let's just be nimble and roll with the times. People want to watch quality programming on a computer. Let's give it to them so they can do it their way, and then let's give them the new technology so they can incorporate their personal lives into the storytelling. So to me, I don't have a different hat for TV that I do for features, that I do for Aim High that goes directly to the internet. It's always about quality coming first and telling great stories.
And I love that because I'm really a huge fan of the digital space.
Yeah.
Where do you think that entertainment is moving in general as far as that's concerned?
I just think it's the privilege of the audience to watch what they want when they want to watch it. And sometimes it's longer and sometimes it's shorter. But the days of growing up and being subject to the programming schedule of network television, or here comes a movie only on a Friday, I think they're ending. I think that more and more people are going to be able to get whatever they want whenever they want it. Distribution will be ubiquitous, and therefore it's a great time to be a fan because you can get whatever you want whenever you want it. It's old Hitchcock film, you got it. If it's episode 3 of The Office from season 6, you got that too. So it's just really, really cool.
Yeah, now, something else that I love, last question, something else I really love about this film is the idea of having a double life, which I think everybody out there has kind of dreamt of. Do you ever feel like you have this public life and then you have your private life and you're leading a double life, or is it all super intertwined for you?
I feel like I'm indeed leading a double life. And when I was a kid, I had the life I was living, and I had my fantasy life. And now as an adult, I have this life of, you know, I direct films and I make TV shows and I make content for the internet, and it's really fun. And then I have who I am privately and the things that I enjoy watching. I mean, last night I was watching a documentary on a feminist photographer named Nan Golden, who was really important in the 70s and 80s in New York's art scene. And it's just not what you would think, oh, this guy McG is watching. And it's just, it's funny because I'm in here talking to you about contemporary culture and Twilight,
Yeah.
which is, I love and I unapologetically admit to. I really, really like pop culture, but I also have this, you know, very, very small art passion in who I am and what I choose to view and get involved in. And it's just, I think it's super cool to be interested in the granular and be interested in the large. And it's everybody's freedom to do that. So, I don't know, everybody's got dimensions and ultimately secret lives.
Is there a number to call to quit being a sidekick?
He has skill. He has style. He has class.
Your head's not in the game. What is going on with you?
I've been really busy with my after-school job.
And what's that exactly?
Waste disposal. You'd think this would be the hardest part of my life. It isn't.
That went well. I even took some notes.
After school jobs are a killer. Aim high.